Here with Gauge Girl Training, an online meal planning and coaching service. And today we're discussing emotional eating and specifically how to stop emotional eating. As you guys know, this channel is full of really great scientific advice when it comes to reaching your fat loss goals. And all of the science and strategy in the world is worth nothing if your headspace does not allow you to control your emotions long enough. And if you have a, a relationship with food that is based off of a lot of emotional eating. And the thing is, emotional eating is very common. And I find it super important to talk about these things. I've struggled with emotional eating. A lot of my one-on-one online coaching clients do. And I feel like I would be doing you guys a huge disservice if we didn't discuss the impact of emotional eating on reaching your health goals. Who watching this right now, and welcome to the live stream. If you are here, I'm going to ask you guys to comment hello, comment where you're from, comment what the weather is like where you are. It is rainy and humid where I am, and I would love it if you guys would take 2 seconds to give the live stream a thumbs up. So we're talking about emotional eating, and emotional eating plagues and challenges so many people. And the reason why I'm talking about this is because emotional eating does not always mean you're eating because you're sad. It doesn't always mean you're eating because you're depressed. Sometimes you could be eating emotionally out of happiness. You might be, let's say you're in that honeymoon phase in a relationship where you guys are in love and you're going out to eat all the time. And that is an emotion. And the thing is, a lot of people also eat emotionally when they're celebrating. How many of you guys have found that there have been times where you're eating a lot more because you're celebrating? Maybe it's an anniversary, maybe it's a birthday, maybe it's a bachelorette party. Whatever it is, you guys, emotional eating needs to be discussed. And I'm going to explain something to you guys. The only problem food solves is hunger. And I want you guys to take away today a mindset shift that I know will change your life if you allow it. So, for example, like I said, the only problem food solves is hunger, right? It's not going to save your marriage. It's not going to fix your finances. It's not going to make you like your career. It is, oh, good God, and here we go. Anyone who posts anything out of pocket, you will be banned from the channel. I do not play. I'm banning anyone who says anything crazy. All right. So what I was saying was the only problem food solves is hunger. And sometimes when you start eating healthier, you're going to realize that you were using food to suppress uncomfortable emotions. I'm going to repeat that. A lot of people use food to suppress uncomfortable emotions. Sadness, loneliness, stress over money, stress over relationships, stress over your kids, stress over your job, stress over the weather, the economy, you name it. And the problem with that is we are not used to feeling uncomfortable emotions. And I want you guys to think about this. The next time you are feeling the urge to eat something when you're not actually hungry, but you just want to feel nothing for a moment. Does that make sense? Have any of you guys ever just wanted to not feel the intensity of whatever pain is happening, maybe in your heart or in your mind? And if you're in that headspace where you're just seeking comfort, I challenge you guys to allow yourself to sit with uncomfortable emotions. And it's going to feel very uncomfortable. I want you guys to brace yourselves for the fact that it's going to feel not pleasant. But the thing is, if you continuously avoid facing and confronting and looking at these problems head on, you're not going to have the opportunity to heal. You're not going to have the opportunity to just process what you're going through. And how many of you guys watching this have developed a lifelong habit of choosing temporary comfort over the pain of dealing with the reality of your situation? And I've done it. I have clients that do it. I have a lot of people that face that. And the reality is, my friends, there are no shortcuts. Anytime you suppress an uncomfortable emotion with food, hold on, we are banning. Like I said, I'm not joking. You're going to get banned. Thank you guys for your patience if you are genuinely here. So here's the thing. You're going to have to face uncomfortable emotions. And one thing that is very uncomfortable whenever we start our challenges, we have the end of summer challenge starting on August 26th. And it's the day one photos. When we take those day one photos as a community, and if you are interested in joining the 42-day end of summer challenge, starts on August 26th. It goes through October 7th. Enrollment is $129 for basic enrollment. You can also upgrade to include coaching. Now, day one, when you take your progress photos, we have to post our progress photos inside the private Facebook community. And it's very uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable sometimes taking a look at where you're at, weighing yourself, taking your measurements and being like, this is what I weigh, this is what I look like, front, side, back. And the reason why that's so uncomfortable is because you're facing it. But the thing is, the only way to address these things is to face them. I want you guys to stop faking it till you make it. I want you to face it until you make it. I want you guys to write that down. Stop faking it until you make it and start facing it until you make it, because I'm not joking. You say anything out of pocket, you're getting banned. So, with that being said, if you are enjoying this topic, we are talking about how to stop emotional eating. It's Christine with Gauge World Training, an online meal planning and coaching service. I'm going to ask you guys to do me one favor. Go to the three dots on the bottom right-hand corner of your screen and give this live stream a thumbs up. It really helps me out here on YouTube. So thank you in advance for that support. And the next thing, my friends, is you have to have a game plan in place of what you are going to do differently the next time you have an uncomfortable emotion. You have to have a game plan, because failure to plan is planning to fail. So the reality is, what are you going to do differently the next time you feel the urge to eat, snack, binge, whatever? What thing are you going to do differently? What are you going to do differently? And I'm going to explain to you guys some things that help me. The number one thing is you want to pause that reaction. So we need to break the habit of being compulsive, meaning you get an idea, you get a thought, and boom, you do it. Boom, you do it. Boom, you do. Like, we got to get out of that sequence. The second you feel an impulse, I want you guys to focus on impulse control, meaning, how about you sit with that for at least 15 minutes? 15 minutes. Hi, do you have a word, like a really simple word, that have a deep meaning that you can remind me to break the habit? Pause. The answer is pause. I definitely would encourage you guys to pause. we want you guys to establish, hey, Michaela, we want to establish the habit of pausing your reaction. Just because you have a thought, just because you have an urge, just because you have a feeling, you want to delay compulsive behavior, because compulsive behavior is going to get you in a lot of trouble. And who here has ever eaten emotionally, right? You've eaten emotionally, and then you don't even feel better. Like, you don't feel better, all you feel is gross. And the thing is, if eating hog wild and just being able to do whatever you want, whenever you want, at any point in time, if that was the key to addressing your issues, then each of you who have ever done that would be sublimely happy with no problems. It doesn't solve the problem. It's not going to it's not going to solve the problem. Would water consumption help fight the cravings? The answer is without a doubt yes. Anytime you're feeling this urge to just overindulge, number one, we're going to pause. Pause, 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 pause. Next, drink water. More often than not, you might be dealing with dehydration. The next thing I want you to do, this is going to sound a little interesting. I want you guys to take a little bit of salt, just like a tiny bit of salt, put it on your tongue. And I have a client who works really long days. She's very active. She follows and hits her macros, but she has these different gaps in the day where she gets really, really hungry. And what I had her do was I had her start carrying Celtic sea salt with her in her purse. And when she has gone a very long period without eating, when I say very long, I'd say maybe like more than 4 hours, just because her schedule didn't allow for her to be able to eat something. Yes, you want to hydrate, but just take a little bit of sea salt. Celtic salt is good. Redmond salt is good. Put a little bit of salt on your tongue, because salt will help you reestablish that equilibrium in your cells faster than drinking water will. I repeat, having the correct electrolyte balance is going to do more for your hydration and really helping those cravings, because I'm telling you guys, when you have those really strong urges and those emotions and all of those things, I guarantee you 80% of the time you could probably fix it with water, with salt, and just waiting. Is it odd? Apple cider vinegar helps you with cravings? Not at all. It absolutely helps a lot of folks with that. It naturally lowers your blood sugar. It naturally balances your blood sugar. And Michaela, you are most likely dealing with the benefit of the blood sugar regulation aspect of apple cider vinegar. And apple cider vinegar can absolutely help with that. So if you don't have some apple cider vinegar on hand, my friends, please get some. Please get some. Carmen says, I don't know if this was a sign from above, but I was legit about to pick up a pizza to eat all by yourself. And Carmen, I am very glad that you caught this live, and I'm going to explain to you why, girl. Listen, that pizza is not going to make you feel better. That pizza is not going to make you feel better. And I'm not saying you guys can never have pizza. I'm not saying pizza is bad. You can always fit pizza into your macros and do all those things. Pizza's not the problem. The problem is overindulging out of self-pity, overindulging to suppress emotions, because that's not healthy. That's not a healthy behavior. I'm not even talking about the calories. I'm talking about your mindset. Your mindset is off. And I'm working with a client right now who we've been really fighting to get her head in the game. Yes, I am a food scientist and chemical engineer. I am the owner of Gauge Girl Training, which is an online meal planning and coaching service. I have been doing health coaching for going on 12 years now. My business has served over 55,000 clients at this point, and we're going strong. I'm also the owner of Gauge Life Nutrition Supplements as well. You can learn more about us on gaugelife.com. Okay, so with that being said, my friends, and I appreciate what you just said there, Selena girl. You said to fill a void, and Some people are just bored. Some people are just want to eat mindlessly. Some people really are trying to fill a void. And when you have a problem with your weight, guys, when you have a problem with your weight, and I appreciate that, Carmen, thank you so much. When you have a problem with your weight, it is most likely the result of a problem in another area of your life. And Michaela, I have been there with anxiety eating. Um, and guys, I am saying this to you not to be a bully. I'm not here to make you guys feel bad about emotional eating. I've been there. I have clients who have been there. But what I'm trying to tell you is that it's not in your best interest. It's not ultimately going to make you feel better. It's ultimately going to hurt you. And as a result of that, you're not going to get anywhere. You're going to feel gross. You're going to feel bloated, and you're going to be even more discouraged. So, like I said, I want you guys, the first thing I want you to do is pause. The next thing I want you to do is drink some water. Next thing, be mindful of your electrolyte balance. Take a little bit of Himalayan sea salt, Celtic sea salt, Redmond salt. Put a little bit of that on your tongue. Not a lot, just a pinch. That will do a lot for your cravings. You emotionally eat asparagus? Well, hey, whatever. I've never heard of that before, and maybe you're cracking a joke, but if you are serious, that's very interesting. And anybody who says anything out of pocket, you are getting banned. Michael says, hey, I'm thinking, did eat slowly will make you feel more full? Eating slowly will absolutely make you feel more full. But the thing is, you want your oh, goodness gracious. The older you get, the weight will not help your body fight gravity. And that is a fact. Thank you guys for your patience while I ban folks. I'm not joking. You are going to be permanently banned from the channel. So please just don't. Please just don't. Now, with that being said, I want you guys to leave this live stream today feeling empowered. I want you guys to feel empowered that you can make changes. And one thing that's really important that really helps me and many of my clients is I like to do these visualization exercises with folks where the thing is, it's not just about having the will to win and the will to succeed. It's about having the will to prepare to succeed, the will to prepare to win. And what does that mean? The will to prepare to win. If you want to be successful, so much of it is going to be focused around preparation. And I want you guys, instead of wishing for this perfect body, wishing to weigh a certain number, don't do that. What I would love for you guys to do instead is I want you guys to visualize what actions you will take throughout the day. What actions will you take throughout the day, and what will your day actually look like? I want you to think about every detail of the day. And I'm serious, especially for my ladies of you who are overthinkers. I want you guys to think about, okay, I'm going to get up, then what am I going to do? Then I want you to mentally map out what a full day of your ideal day would look like. And again, I'm not asking you guys for perfection, but you need to see in your mind's eye what that looks like. You need to see yourself going to the gym. You need to see yourself making a healthy choice in your mind's eye, because seeing it and believing it and mentally envisioning it is going to be a very powerful part of that process. And Carmen, if you are an overthinker, there's two sides to the coin with overthinking. Overthinking can be very negative. Don't get me wrong. It can be very negative and it can cause you a lot of stress and anxiety. However, overthinkers have a superpower. Who else in here is an overthinker? I'm going to tell you what your superpower is in a moment, and you're going to be shocked. Any overthinkers in here? If you are overthinking, number one, you have a strong ability to plan. You have a high level of attention to detail. You guys understand what I'm saying? My overthinkers, you can use that if you switch it and just shift it ever so slightly to be like, you know what? How can I use this gift of mine, this talent of mine, this affinity for detail, this affinity to really ponder the ins and outs of a situation? Do you guys see what I'm saying? It's a superpower. It can be your kryptonite if you allow it to get out of control. But if you harness overthinking, you will actually be in a much better place. And I don't want you guys to be ashamed of being an overthinker. A lot of women have like every tab open in our minds, and I've even recently seen a study that said that women actually need more sleep than men because we are using our brains so much. And it's like we got every tab open in our mind because we're thinking through, well, if this, then that, if this, then that. Well, I'm going to do this, then I'm going to do this. Use that superpower. Use that as a superpower. Use that ability. That's a gift. That is a gift. And thank you so much, Carmen, for the tip. Thank you so much. Michaela says, yes, your brain. I'm serious, my friends. That is a strength. So what I want you guys to do instead of overthinking to overwhelm yourself, I want you to think through, okay, what am I going to do? How am I going to organize my day? And a really good way to do that is if you have my Fitness Pal and you have macro goals for yourself, which if you're joining my end of summer challenge, everyone's going to get the opportunity to get custom macros that change every 2 weeks. You're going to be part of our community so we can rock this together. And guys, I deeply need this. My torso is so inflamed right now. I'm low-key embarrassed a little bit about what my body looks like. I'm ashamed of the fact that I haven't been 100%. It's been rough. It's been rough, but it's going to get better because I am going to make better choices for myself. I'm going to do this challenge with you guys, and we need to take personal accountability. How do we join? You go to gagegirltraining.com. Just type this into your web browser, gagegirltraining.com, and you can sign up. It's $129. There is a upgrade to include coaching. There are very limited spots though with the coaching, very limited. Girl, Michaela, I am ready to feel better. And it's just one of those things, you guys, that we all need to take personal accountability for our choices. It is not female only training. It's called Gauge Girl Training because the girl is describing me, because I'm Gauge Girl. I'm Gauge Girl. And Gauge Girl Training is founded on the principles of being able to gauge, calibrate, and dial in your health and nutrition goals based off of what is custom for you, based off of science. But for those of you guys who've been following me for some time, I do not discredit the impact of mindset, of having a lot of grace, of being realistic. And one thing I love to do is to meet people where they are. There's nothing that makes me feel better than when somebody feels seen right where they are. And meaning when somebody is in the thick of a struggle, when someone's discouraged, when somebody is going through some challenges and whatnot, and instead of feeling defeated, they feel they feel encouraged, and they feel empowered. That is my goal. That is my mission in life. Is if you watch my content and you come across one of my live streams, and as a result of that, you're like, you know what? Actually, I can do this. She's right. I am eating emotionally. You know what? I do need to pause. I know I feel like shit when I eat that way. I know for a fact that all I'm doing is making myself more depressed. I know for a fact that I can do better. Carmen says, but I'm pre-diabetic, and don't worry, Carmen, I got you. I work with pre-diabetics and diabetics all the time. All you need to do is when you fill out the challenge form, just make note of the fact that you're pre-diabetic when you fill all those things out, because that will be taken into consideration when your program is customized. So I am an expert at reversing people out of diabetes and have successfully done that for very many people. So, and I was talking to my best friend this morning, and she said that her neighbor said to her that you can never spend too much money on your health. And I thought that was so profound, because whether you're investing in massage, whether you're investing in better quality groceries, whether you're investing in a nutritionist, whether you're investing in a personal trainer, whether you're investing in a health coach, whether you're investing in shoes that have better orthotics that are going to make you feel more comfortable, and as a result you're going to walk more, whether you are investing in a better quality mattress that's going to allow you to sleep better, you can never have you can never spend enough money on your health, because your health is priceless. Your health is everything. Everything. And if something's going to support that, it's worth it. Are there any supplements that assist with healing or helping lift your mood? That is an excellent question. When it comes to mood altering supplements, I will have to get back to you on that. But what I will tell you, Janelle, I hope I'm saying your name correctly, food is the best medicine. Food is the best medicine. And if you are not on a healthy eating nutrition plan, please get on one of my shred plans right away. You can buy it off the website. You could literally start grocery shopping as early as tonight. And Woo definitely does help you with your mood. It will make you feel more energized. I do have an incredible pre-workout supplement. Now, ashwagandha, turmeric, ginger, those are all great anti-inflammatory things. Doesn't ashwagandha help regulate cortisol levels? That's the only holistic type of thing that may be a supplement, but nothing matters if everything else consumed is terrible, and that is true. The thing is, I would probably, you know what it is? Here's what I'll tell you. You know what the best supplement that you can take for your mood? Exercise. Exercise. I mean that so sincerely. Exercise will absolutely positively shift your mood. There's a saying that says, motion impacts emotion. I'm going to repeat that. Motion impacts emotion. And there have been times when I'm doing my treadmill walks. For those of you guys who know that I love cardio. I love cardio, and I love walking. When I'm walking on that treadmill, my friends, it calms me down. I find I'll have my stress will be like right here, and I'm like white knuckling it, and I'm like, you guys know what I'm saying? Like, the best thing that's going to impact your mood is go for an hour-long walk. I'm serious. Walk for an hour and tell me you don't feel better afterwards. Tell me you don't feel better after an hour-long walk. It's one of the best possible mood stabilizing things that you could potentially do. You just got your gym membership back and a new hula hoop. I'm so excited to get moving again. I love that motion impacts emotion. And it sure does. It sure does. And matter of fact, I'm actually going to get on the treadmill after this and walk at a really slow rate. I'm really inflamed right now. I have my period. It just started. But the thing is, motion impacts emotion. And I want you guys to be encouraged today. I want you guys to remember that you can conquer this. And I want you guys to think about something. If we just look over only 2024, right? It is, what's today? August 8th? Is today August 8th? If you look back over the last 8 months of the year, and if you had better control over emotional eating over the last 8 months, how many calories would you have saved yourself? I want you guys to seriously think about that for a minute. How many calories would you have saved yourself if you had control over your emotions and you didn't feel these compulsions and these impulses and these just knee-jerk reactions to just eat something that at the end of the day really isn't even all that satisfying? And Michaela says 5,000 calories a week, honestly. And my friends, that's the reason why a lot of us are dealing with one unwanted body fat. It's because we can't get our emotions under control. That's a big piece of it. And yes, you need to know what to eat and you need a meal plan and you need to know your macros. That, like, knowing what to do is part of healing it. But even if you know what to do, you still have to manage your emotions. And the thing is, you guys, every time you overeat something that you are not going to end up burning off, I look at it like putting something on a credit card that you have no plans on paying off. Like, the thing is, all you're doing is digging yourself into deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper food debt. And the reality is that bad mood that you had one day that snowballed into a weekend of shitty eating, which snowballed into a week of shitty eating, which snowballed into a month of shitty eating. That, let's say you had a fight with somebody, or let's say there's family drama, or let's say something happened at work, or let's say whatever it is, you guys, is that thing worth having you all stressed out of your mind, feeling like shit, having brain fog, not sleeping well, feeling bloated, feeling inflamed, feeling like trash, feeling ashamed of yourself for doing all of that, feeling tired, gaining this weight, clothes not fitting you good, you feeling gross, you not wanting to participate in activities because you don't like the way you feel, you don't like the way you look, you don't want to have your picture taken anymore. Who goes through phases? Anyone? Does this happen to anyone else? Do you ever go through phases where you don't want your picture taken, or you don't like want to um, take pictures because you just don't like the way you look? I see that all the time. And guys, there's no way to live. There is no way to live. Like, life is meant to be lived. You meant to be enjoyed. And I know that people that are watching this live stream right now, you have the power within you to turn it around, to turn it around, to turn it around, to turn it around. And I want you guys to stop being so stubborn and so down on yourself and just get out of that funk. And I mean it. You got to push yourself to get out of that funk. And it's not going to feel fun at first. It is going to suck at first. It's going to take everything within you. But guys, this is going to not only boost your confidence, boost your self-esteem, boost your energy, boost your sleep, boost your health, boost your libido, it make you in a better mood. It's going to make you less bitchy. It's going to make you eat healthier. You are going to feel better. Guys, everything that I'm telling you, you will come out of this on the other side winning and feeling like you've never felt before. And I don't know about you guys, but I need that. I need that. I need a win, and I want you guys to experience a win. Who is like so overdue for a personal win where you prove to yourself and you boost your credibility with yourself and you say, you know what, actually, I can do this. I used to be able to do this. I used to be able to focus. I used to be able to be disciplined. I used to be able to. So the thing is, that is still within you. That is still within you. It's within you, Michaela. It's within you, Hales. I hope I'm saying your name. It's within you, Janelle. It's in you, Emma B. Guys, it's in you. You can still do this. You can still do this. Stop telling yourself you can't, because whether you can or you cannot, what you tell yourself is what you are going to believe in. I want you guys to feed yourself positivity. I want you guys to feed yourself empowerment. I want you to be like, you know what? Actually, I can. You know what? I got this. You know what? Watch me. You know what? I am overdue for a win. You know what? I'm sick of just, like, I'm so sick of not following through on myself. I am so sick of not doing what I need to do for me, because, guys, let the rest of this year be the year of healing. Let this be the rest of this year be about proving it to yourself, the things that are so long overdue. Guys, nurture your body and love on your body and feed yourself healthy food and take good care of yourself, because, guys, no one's going to do it for you. No one's going to do it for you. Nobody can do it for you. Like, guys, I can't tie your shoelaces. I can't spoon feed you. You're grown. You got to do it for yourself. And you're procrastinating every day, and that shit really hurts. Well, the thing is, you guys, procrastination is rooted in a seed of doubt. It's rooted in a seed of doubt because there's a part of you that doesn't believe you can do it. There's a part of you that doesn't believe you can do it because what you're doing is you're associating the process with pain. And your brain knows that. So our brains are wired to avoid pain from a survival mechanism. So if there's something in your psychology that is telling you that this equals pain, your brain knows that. And the only way to reprogram yourself is to remind yourself that, you know what? The best way out is through. I need to face it until I make it. You're going to have to face some uncomfortable shit. And pardon my French, my friends, but it's going to be uncomfortable. You're going to have moments where you don't want to do it. You're going to have moments. But on the other side of that, what's on the other side of that? Healing. Healing. And how many of you guys watching this right now, you need to heal your relationship with food once and for all. And I mean that. Like, you know, you're using food like a drug, and you know it. You know it on the low. You know it. And just because food is legal, and just because it's not something that you like inject into your arm like heroin, if food is your vice, my friends, all you're doing is suppressing an issue and prolonging things. Guys, you're prolonging things. And what I want you guys to do is to do something about it. Do something about it. Do you want to be the type of person that just bitches and moans and cries and complains about things to anyone who will listen? Or do you want to be a person of action? Do you want to be a person of action? Oh, my skin looks amazing, and thank you so much, girl. And that's a really big compliment to me because I have no filter on, and I get self-conscious sometimes when I make content, and I will use filters from time to time because I just want to. But there's no filters here on YouTube, so thank you for that. But my point is, my friends, let's do better. Let's do better together. Let's conquer these things. And that's very sweet of you, Michaela. I appreciate that. Guys, let's conquer these things. Let's fight forward. Let's do this together. August 26th. You guys have time. You have time to get organized, but I want you to make the decision to commit today. I want you guys to make that decision to commit today. So if you're watching this, again, please give the live stream a thumbs up because I really need your support here on this channel. But go to gagegirltraining.com and enroll. Make that decision for your life and be like, you know what? Let me go see what Christine's about. Let me go see what this program's about. Because at the end of the day, you guys, the only thing that it's going to do is make you feel better. The only thing that's going to do is make you feel better. And that's what we're here to do. That's what we're here to do. I'm here to make you guys feel better. I'm here to empower you guys. I'm here to remind you that actually you can. You can do hard things. And just because you have fallen down, get back up. Pick yourself back up. You are not the sum of your mistakes. You are not the sum of your mistakes. Is there a place for transformation photos? Yes, I have an Instagram page, Unlock Your Macrotype, for my book. There's a lot of transformations there. how many calories to rev up metabolism. That varies so much person to person, and I can't give you a generic number for that. So with that being said, my friends, join the challenge. Visit gagegirltraining.com. And I appreciate you guys being here with me today. I love you all. And I will see you guys in the challenge. But guys, until then, go to the website and make sure you enroll. You just came to YouTube and this popped up. What's it about? We are talking about overcoming emotional eating, and we're talking about empowerment, habits, health, and lifestyle. So thank you guys for joining. And if you just joining now, you can watch from the beginning and catch the replay. Take care, everybody. Bye bye. Love you all.